I posted a video showing how to start a print-on-demand business with $0, and so many of you left a comment that absolutely blew me away. It was full of smart questions about mockups, Kittl, Printify pop-up shop, Canva, shipping costs, editing from your phone, and even how to upgrade from Etsy to Amazon later. So if you have been wondering the same thing, I've made this whole video just for you. No BS, no gatekeeping, just free answers, okay? So let's break it all down step by step. Question 1. Can I change mockup in my Printify pop-up store? Yes, you can definitely change the mockup in your store. You're not stuck with the plain ones Printify gives to you. You can use Placeit for converting mockup. Go to Placeit, pick a mockup you like. You can do mugs, pillow, tumbler, phone cases, whichever one you want to design. Upload your design and you can even adjust the placement and size right here. And you can also see the live preview right on the side of the screen so you know exactly how your design is sitting on the mockup. If you are happy with this, hit download and you will now have your lifestyle mockup ready. Another option is to search for mockups on Etsy and buy a single mockup. But with this method, you will spend more depending on the number of products you want to sell. And then we also have Canva. Canva has a smart mockup option, but to be honest with you, I prefer mockup from Etsy or Placeit, okay? So you can choose what works for you. Once your mockup is ready, you want to upload those custom mockups to your store. So it feels branded, not generic. After uploading your design on Printify, click on Save Product, and here you will see this mockup library. Click on it and it will bring you here to click or remove any mockup you don't want to see on your store. You can uncheck any of this or all of it, then click on upload, then upload from your computer. Find the mockup and now you have it in on Printify. Make sure you go through the other colors and uncheck any mockup you don't want in your store. This is how you stand out. You want your store to feel like a brand, okay? Not a dropship warehouse. Trust me, mockup matters a lot. But as soon as you add your own custom mockup, you get a warning like this. Please note that the upload image will not be automatically linked to any variant from our end. If necessary, you can manually link images to variants on your sales channel. And now you're wondering, wait, if my customer clicks blue, will they actually get blue? Or is this about to mess things up? Don't worry, I got you. So let me break it down for you. When you upload your own custom mockups on Printify, Printify cannot automatically tell which go with each color or size anymore. That's why it gives you that warning. But here's the good news. If your product has multiple variants like colors and sizes and a customer picks blue and medium, Printify will still send that exact size or color to the customer. So if they choose blue, they get blue and you get paid. No drama at all. So this is the part that is super important. If a customer clicks on blue, it will no longer automatically display blue inside this product picture. And that honestly can confuse people. So your job is to make it clear on your product description. So here's what you can say. Available in black, white, and blue. Swipe the images to see all colors. Please note the image won't change if you click a different color. But don't worry, the correct product will be shipped based on what you choose below. That little explanation can save you from messages like, hey, I ordered blue, but your store only shows white. Another thing that you can do is upload all your mockups, one for each color, right? And then arrange them nicely. So you should make your first image a clean one, maybe the white version of your product, then show the rest on a gallery. So even though your product don't switch automatically, customers can scroll and see the product in different colors. So yes, even on the free Printify pop-up store, your customer will still get exactly what they order. Just make sure that the variants are properly set up when you create the products and use your product description to guide them on what to expect. Printify is a launch pad. It just helps you to get things moving quickly. If you grow and start getting orders consistently, then you can move to WooCommerce or Shopify where you can fully customize your customer experience. Question 2. What is the best platform to sell my print on demand products? So, why there is no one size fits all answer to this question? Because every platform has its advantages and disadvantages. First, you have to consider what is your goal. Then you have to consider what is accessible to you at the moment. and then what you think you can master faster. So let me expand on this one after the other. What is your goal? Is your goal to build your own signature brand? Do you already know the product you want to sell? Do you want full control over your business? And is long term growth important to you? Then Shopify plus WooCommerce is your best option. For affordability, I would say WooCommerce is great for beginner. Then for the option of what is accessible to you at the moment, for those of us who's not in US, UK, Germany, and so on, we face limitation on some platform. So instead of thinking everybody's selling on Etsy and I can't access Etsy, think about which other platform you can start using now and still grow your business. Don't let platform limitations stop you from starting your business. If Etsy is not accessible in your location, you can also use Printify to launch your business, or you can also create your own website. Why not even do a better branding for your business? Just take it as an advantage instead of a disadvantage. All you have to do is marketing, which is essential regardless of where you sell your product. So stop crying of what is available or not and pick something that is accessible to you, or else you will spend the whole year complaining about it and never get to start at all. By the way, let me use this opportunity to announce that I'm currently working on a video where I will show you how to create a Stripe account step by step. No matter where you live in the world, even if you live in Africa, part of Asia, or India, Pakistan, I will show you how to create a Stripe account so you can use it for your online business, whether it's on your own website or any platform that requires Stripe as a payment processor. The video will be split into two parts. Part one will show you the system I use to create a Stripe account from Africa and how you can do the same and connect it to the platform where Stripe is needed. For example, Printify pop-up or your own website, especially for those in countries where we cannot access it. And part two will show you exactly how you can use similar strategy to create your own Etsy store regardless of where you are in the world. So make sure you stick around for that. If you're not subscribed yet, please go ahead and subscribe and click that bell notification so you don't miss out. This video will be a game changer for entrepreneurs all over the world. Lastly, what do you think you can learn faster? Do you think you can learn simple drag and drop for your own website? These are the things you need to consider when choosing a platform. It shouldn't be about what everyone else is using. It should be based on your goals, what is accessible to you, and what you can learn faster. Question 3. Does the Printify pop-up store has traffic? Well, I wish it does, but it doesn't. The Printify pop-up store is great for getting started fast, but no, it doesn't bring its own customers. Okay, there is no search engine like Etsy or Amazon where people get to search what they want. You need to drive your own traffic using TikTok, Instagram, Pinterest, or even YouTube. So even though I think you still need to drive your own traffic regardless of which platform you use, whether it's Etsy, Amazon. Don't let anyone deceive you, right? It's either two things. No, actually three things. It's either you're fucking good with SEO, which would take time to actually build momentum, right? Or you have money to spend on ads, right? And obviously, not all of us have money to spend on ads. And even if we have money to spend on ads, we are definitely not trying to do that in the beginning because we are still trying to know which products sell. And we are not just going to run ads on a random product we don't even know if people are going to buy yet. Okay. And the third one is to become a content creator. I know the word content creator scare a lot of you because you don't want to show your face, but honestly, you don't have to show your face. There are people that have built a faceless brand without ever showing your face. And I mean, when it comes to POD type of content, you don't need to show your face. It's not a necessity to show your face. Organic marketing is your friend, okay? Whether you choose to drive that traffic to your own website or to a third party website, you can literally use mockup videos on TikTok, then add your pop-up store link in your bio and just treat this like your own little online boutique. Question 4. Can I use Kittl for logo, cover, and thank you card insert instead of Canva? Yes, if Canva feel overwhelming, you can use Kittl. It is beginner friendly and perfect for POD branding. You can create your logo, store banner, and thank you cards inside Kittl with your simple drag and drop tools. They have ready-made templates that you can tweak. When you're in the Kittl interface, click on templates and search for thank you card. Kittl will show you all of your pre-made cards that you can easily edit. Click on anyone you like and simply add your own custom text and download it as a PNG. Question 5. How do I include shipping in your product price? Let us break this one down because it confuses everyone at first, including myself in the beginning. If a t-shirt costs $10 and shipping is $4.99, then you can set your price to be $24.99 with free shipping as the marketing hook. And you're going to make a profit of $10. That way, your price already includes shipping and you can offer free shipping in your store. A lot of sellers do this to psychologically trigger more sales. Customers love free shipping even if the price of the product is a little bit higher. But this is where it gets tricky. You can't use the free shipping on every platform. Of course, you can use it on your own website, you can use it on Etsy, you can use it on Shopify, but you cannot use it on Printify pop-up store. Let me explain. So Printify integrates with websites like WooCommerce, Shopify, Etsy, and the rest. If you're using WooCommerce, Etsy, or Shopify, Printify passes the base pricing plus shipping to those platforms. That means you can control what your customer sees and pay. So if you add your shipping fee to your product price and then set your shipping rate with, let's say, WooCommerce to $0, your customer will not see any shipping costs at checkout. This works perfectly. You charge $24.99, offer free shipping, and the customer only sees $24.99. But if you're using Printify pop-up shop, you cannot hide your shipping costs. Printify do not currently allow you to hide your shipping costs. So even if you decide to hide your shipping fee inside the price of the product, the customer will still see that shipping price at checkout, which is going to scare your customer. Even if you increase the product price to cover the shipping cost, Printify will still show that shipping fee to your customer, which is going to scare them away. So you don't have to use the strategy yet until you upgrade to your own website. Okay, this is just a sales strategy that big marketers use to get more people to click on the buy button. Okay, so if you cannot access this right now because you are using Printify pop-up, it's still fine. You don't have to quit or you don't have to get discouraged because of that. With time, you will definitely get your own website and customize your customer experience however you want. Question 6. Can I do social media plus editing with just my phone? And can you show us how it is done step by step? Yes, yes, yes. You do not need a fancy camera or editing software. Everything can be done with just your phone, okay? I started with my phone and I'm currently still using my phone to record videos, okay? You can record a video packaging, a voiceover video using Mockups, or make a TikTok or reel with a voiceover of your design process. Make sure you add trending sound in the background and, of course, caption. I will include this in my marketing tutorial coming up, so make sure you subscribe if you haven't already and turn off that post notification bell so you don't miss out on that video. Question 7. How to go from beginner Printify pop-up shop to selling on Etsy, Amazon, Shopify, or WooCommerce. Once your shop is up and running, the next step is growth. And that's where expanding to Shopify, Etsy, Amazon, or WooCommerce comes in. But sometimes picking the right platform is challenging. So let's start with Shopify. Shopify is great because you get to customize your customer experience however you like, but Shopify charges monthly fees. We are talking about $25 a month, which can be a huge investment if you're just starting. And they also charge extra transaction fees, okay, which can cut into your profit margins really deep. Etsy, on the other hand, is a marketplace. You can make sales from the audience already searching for items on the platform. However, Etsy takes multiple fees per se: listing, transactions, and payment processing. And you're competing with thousands of similar shops on the same platform. For Amazon Merge or Seller Central, Amazon has a great potential. They have a ton of traffic coming in, but Amazon is strict on design and account performance. And getting accepted into the merge on Amazon or navigating the Seller Central can be so overwhelming for beginners. With Osego WooCommerce, you get full control of your store, no marketplace competition, and lower monthly cost compared to Shopify. We are talking about $41 in an entire year. It is perfect for building your own brand and it's great for beginners as well. If you're just getting started, you can start with Etsy depending on the location that you are. But if Etsy is not available to you at the moment, then you can also start with Printify pop-up shop. But once things start going well, you definitely want to switch to your own custom website using WooCommerce, of course, because that's the best option for beginners. Question 8. Can I choose the US as my store location on Printify pop-up even though I'm in El Salvador and still get paid? Yes, you can select the US as your store location when setting up your Printify pop-up shop, even if you're not based in the US. A lot of us who are outside supported countries like Africa, El Salvador, or other parts of the world use this workaround to access Printify features that are not yet available in our regions. Now, here's the thing. Choosing the US lets you activate the store, but getting paid is where it gets tricky. Printify Pop-up uses Stripe for payment, okay? And Stripe is not available on every country. That is why many of us go the extra mile to register a business on a Stripe supported country like the UK or US and use that to set up Stripe and connect it to Printify and any other platform that script is a necessity to collect payment. Once that is done, Printify will handle everything. They will collect the customer's money, keep the production costs, and pay us our profit into our Stripe account. So, yes, it is possible, but it requires you setting things up the right way behind the scene. Like I said, if you're open to this, I'll be sharing a full video soon sharing the exact steps on how to set this up from choosing your store location to receiving payments, even though you are outside a supporting country. So make sure you stay tuned for that. I always recommend you start with Etsy or Printify pop-up store, then grow your audience on social media. Once you're ready to scale and take full control of your business, move to hosting or WooCommerce. But if you already know your brand vision and you're clear on what you want, skip the noise and go straight to Ostinger and build your own e-commerce website from day one. This next one isn't a question, but it says, I have opened my store and designed a couple of products, but I haven't uploaded it yet. Hmm. The only thing I can say is you've already done the hard part, making the decision to start. So just click on that publish button and that is all. I hope this video cleared up so much for you guys. And if you want a full tutorial on Stripe registration or a single WooCommerce setup for your print on demand business, let me know down in the comments below. Comment both and I will do just that. And if you're loving this no gatekeeping content, hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and share this with someone who is trying to start their own business. If you have any more questions for me, drop them below and you might be the next person I feature in my next Q&A section. See you guys.